Good evening, welcome to Wheeler Sports TV. Dick Herman here, my partner Dennis Karen, Gino Gang on camera. Although he may have to run out to change his tire any minute, Dennis. You are Dennis, right? You're not Gino?
I am Gino.
You're Gino today. Okay, I get confused here. Long trip up. I got up early this morning to get here.
We're on the game, which they call
He called a field catch. That was interesting. Interesting concept there. Well, Cohasset didn't want to kick it deep, so they kicked it short, and the short man,
Ryan Downey.
Plays it safe and takes the fair catch. And you know, Nantucket speed, Dennis, is going to go up a notch here today.
Okay, please. AAA.
Triple A.
Hey, they should be a sponsor, Dick.
Oh, first play. Burton is stuck.
Well, they didn't bring him down right away, Dennis. That whistle doesn't come up. He may have bounced to the outside there. That would have been very interesting. He only gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there.
Burton on the carry.
But last week at Mashpee, Nantucket was what, 3 and out?
Yeah.
At the beginning of the game.
Yes, they were.
But then they come back and they scored in the next 3 possessions.
Did Nantucket win the coin toss, or did
Nantucket won the coin toss?
Or was it deferred?
I think they won the coin toss.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm going with.
So they wanted the ball first.
That's my story, and I'm sticking with it.
All right, Burton again. And
he gets about 7 or 8.
Good gain on that.
Oh, maybe they say he stepped out early.
On the left side.
So he stepped out after about 5 or 6.
So we got a big third down, Dick. Third and about 4.
First third down of the day. So 3rd and 4. And Nantucket's going to split them out. I don't think they're going to throw here, though. Fullback up the middle, and he gets pushed back.
This 4th down brought to you by Harbor Fuel, Dick, Don Allen Auto Center, and Condon and Coleman Insurance.
We thank those fine sponsors for being part of Wheeler Sports TV, and same start as last week, and I hope we get the same results. And Nantucket's going to be 3 and out. I assume they're punting here.
Yeah, well,
I can't see them.
I think they're going to punt. Burton, I was watching him before the warm-ups, and he was kicking, he was booming the ball.
He's back 12 yards.
Booming.
Wow.
Oh, not too good this one. And it's going to take a wheeler bounce.
Takes a nice wheeler bounce.
And the ball's going to be on about the 35. First and 10.
That's about a 34-yard punt with the bounce. So that was nice. And so Cohasset's going to have their first chance. So only a minute 39 off the clock. Cohasset will take over here. 10:21, their first possession of the
11 skippers
day.
in one shift. That's what Cohasset's motto. So here we go. First and 10.
I didn't see them play the first game. But
they were good.
They were a power football team.
And nice job by number 6, Burton.
Burton, yeah.
Stopped him right in his tracks. So he got a 2nd down. South Shore has a great history. They were South Shore League champions in 85, 87, 01, 03, 04, 09, 13, 14, and 15. So they have a tremendous history as far as football is concerned. Sneak. And the back not going anywhere. And we got pushing out.
I don't know what that was all about.
Number 24 was the ball carrier.
It looked like he slipped on his own there.
Danny Nolan. And we got a 3rd down.
We're at 9, so
yeah. So
throwing situation. Let's see if Cohasset puts it up.
now they're going to sweep. 24 Nolan's going to get outside, but Whalers do the job on defense.
So 3 and out for Cohasset. So not much offense. Nantucket gained, I think, about 6 yards before they punted. Cohasset gains less, maybe only 5, and they have to punt.
Yeah, well, maybe this is going to be a game of field position, Dick.
All right, Nantucket gave up the ball at around the 30. Let's see where they get it back.
And that's going to be a good punt. Don't touch it. Whoa,
So Cohasset picks up about 10 yards on the exchange of punts. Nantucket will be.
wanted to pick it up, Dickie.
Yeah, that was not the thing to do. He made the right decision by backing off, because if he picks up that,
He backed it up to the last second.
he picks up that Dennis, he gets hit almost the same time as he's touching it.
Lisa, it's way warmer than
Dick, what a great day for football. It's a little chilly, though.
but I'm just saying.
It is.
I know how you like the warm weather, Dick.
I thought it was going to be a lot colder than it is right now, but I have so many layers on, Dennis.
Dick
that
has 28 layers on.
I didn't know I could get that many layers.
Like 28 flavors.
I didn't know I could get
We
28
got a
layers.
counter over here, and this is Usher. And Usher maybe gets a yard, maybe two. Maybe both teams scouted each other pretty well.
Well, they should have. They should have played each other earlier this year. Certainly feel that Cohasset was at Mashpee last week because they already had played their game, so they were watching there. We saw a couple of the coaches, and right now I see the whole Abington, not the whole Abington, but a bunch of Abington players right here to our left watching, and their coaching staff is all.
Wow. Bad snap. Now, last week when the Whalers played Mashpee, they did not make a mistake.
Well, in a game like this, the game of turnovers is usually the winner. And that would have been a massive turnover there. Nantucket recovers themselves here on the 12-yard line.
Third down and 18. Ball's on the 14-yard line, Dick, is that right?
Looks like the 14, yeah. But Nantucket is very, very fortunate that they fell on that and regained possession.
So
what do you do here, Dennis? Do you throw or do you sweep? Sweep Usher.
They may run it. And they are going to run it. And that's Usher. Good run, but he gets to the edge, but gets back almost to the line of scrimmage.
What surprised me is they ran that one to the short side of the field.
Picked up a couple, tackled by number 32, Jake Sullivan, number 65, D-Dog.
We are live here in beautiful Cohasset, Massachusetts, and we have a little sun, and I think the sun is heading our way, Dennis.
You think?
So it's being blocked by the building here a little, but I think it's coming our way.
Right now, Dick.
Yeah.
Lay on your back.
So Nantucket only picks up 1 yard there. So on 6 running plays, Dennis, Nantucket has only gained 7 yards.
Burton back, good snap there.
And there's a bad kick there.
Well,
let's see if they get the roll.
That's going to get a roll. And it's not bad.
So Cohasset, the exchange of punts, Cohasset picks up about 10 yards. So
well, I think the bad snap back here on the
46 yards.
second down.
First and 10 for the Skippers.
So Cohasset at the 46, 4 yards to get to midfield. Nobody has been across midfield yet, as it's been, what, 9 running plays, 6 for the Whalers, 3 for Cohasset.
We got 6 minutes and 20 seconds left.
Picking up minimal yards. Let's see what the defense for Nantucket can do. Oh, moving there. Somebody's going to, it's either be 1st and 5. I think it's 1st and 5. The Cohasset got Nantucket to move on defense there.
It's offsides on the defense.
So the first time across midfield is on a penalty, Dennis. Would you know?
And that's the second mistake. They didn't make any mistakes last week. None. You got to watch the football, Dick, as you well know. And that's a good job by the defense.
Picks up about 2 before he pulls them back. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and about 3.
Burton was in on that tackle. So was Mooney. Gannon Mooney.
So 2nd and 3 for Cohasset. They got to get to right where I'm sitting, Dennis. I'm sitting on the 44-yard line. How about that?
Yep.
That's what you get when you order your tickets online. They give you a nice seat.
All right. Yep, there's a trap.
Nice tackle.
Oh, what a tackle! What a tackle!
And that is Devontae Usher. Okay, so we got a 3rd down and about 7. So they've gone backwards.
Sarah, it's warmer in the sun.
So he breaks through and sets them back for a big loss. Well, not a big loss, but you call it a big loss when it's going second or third down. He picks up 1 yard on that carry, and they're working like 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2.
Yeah.
Now they're working 3rd and long again.
Yep.
Football's kind of new.
And they're going to fake it and throw it. The quarterback is running for his life, and then runs out of bounds. 4th down to the punt.
I don't know if that's a set running play or not. I think it was take a peek. If it's there, throw it. If not, run it. He took the peek and it wasn't there, so he took off running, but he does not look like a running quarterback, does.
No.
He was looking for the sideline more than anything.
Yeah. So we got a punt, another punt, Dick. And back is Malik Bowden. And they're kicking it away from him. And the ball's taking a bounce. And it's inside the 20. They're about the 17.
Yeah.
So we got a...
One thing about a turf field is you get a lot of bounce and a lot of roll.
A lot of roll. So we got a 1st down and 10 for the Whalers. 4:39 left in the first period.
Kick on the people who are just checking in.
People just checking in live. We're here at Cohasset High School. 4:39 to go here in the first quarter. 0-0 as no team has been able to mount a 1st down yet.
This live moment is brought to you by the Nantucket Boys and Girls Club, the home of champions. Here we go. The reverse. There's a big hole. Burton has got open.
What a jump! What a jump! Oh! And there's your first down of the day, as Burton almost had a lot more out of that. He picked up about 15.
It was Unser, not
Usher.
not Burton. It looked like Burton was going to get the ball. They gave it to Usher.
Usher on the counter. And
first down of the game.
Actually, Cohasset had that play well defended. They had a guy right there in the hole. He just jumped around him.
All right, here we go. We got motion. We're going to throw it wide open, number 3. Bowden, Malik Bowden on the catch. Big play for Nantucket. Bowden to Bowden.
Brother to brother there. And that's about a 22, 23-yard play, and it gets Nantucket in Cohasset territory on the 36-yard line, 37, somewhere in that vicinity. 2 1st downs back-to-back by the Whalers.
Clock running. And this one goes to...
Keeps it himself, quarterback. It's sort of an option there. He put it in, then pulled it out. But there wasn't much there after he pulled it out. He probably winds up, it does wind up losing. So a 1-yard loss brings up 2nd and 11.
Okay, here we go. Clock running, 3:08 left. First period. 0-0. Okay, and we got motion, and they're going to throw it out. They better.
That wouldn't have made much anyways.
Yeah.
As the defender was right there. He might have been looking at the defender, taking in the pass. Took his eye off the ball for a second.
That incomplete pass brought to us by the Boathouse and Island Carpets. 2 fine sponsors for Nantucket Whaler Sports.
3rd and long, but I think we're in 4-down territory here, Dennis.
You do? Yeah,
So,
I agree.
Nantucket might be just thinking of keeping the ball on the ground, getting it back on the ground, and pick up 5 or 6. Get them a little bit closer for the 4th down.
And there's going to be another pass. And there it is. Nice completion. And that's Burton.
Burton, hard to bring down.
And they're inside the...
Gets it into the red zone for the first time.
About the 7-yard line.
Nantucket's ready to go, but now they go back on the huddle. I thought they were trying to get a play run off. Looks like it's inside the 15, Dennis, on about the 14-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the 14.
Skip a 14-yarder.
The clock is running quickly.
First period, 2 minutes left to go. Still 0-0, but Nantucket is knocking on the door here.
We got motion, and the second man through. That's Usher, rather.
Oh, that could be a late hit.
No
flag.
flag.
He got knocked down. There is a flag down. Yeah, he got knocked down. He got knocked down almost at the track. You can't knock a guy down there. Oh, they called a penalty on Nantucket. I don't understand that.
Was it holding? Was it hold?
Come on, boys.
What about they knocked him down? He was almost to the track, Dennis. No, maybe I'm wrong. I'm okay. He was definitely going out of bounds over when they hit him. I'm looking at the wrong mark. They get this field mark for about 4 different sports. I'm looking at the yellow one. It's the white line.
Check it before you get it.
And going to go out, swing pass. And
There's another penalty. Another penalty. Holding on the Whalers. It's going to be holding on the Whalers.
And they're going to be against the Whalers.
Holding against the Whalers.
So now it's going to make it. Now it's going to make it 1st and 25, I believe.
Let's see. But the ball's going to go out to the.
Let's see if that's a spot foul or a line of scrimmage foul.
That's a line of scrimmage foul.
So I'll make it 1st and 25.
1st and 25 on the.
Put the ball all the way out to the 30. So they
taking them out of field goal range.
Yeah, they got to get it down to the 5 now for the first down. So now you change your thinking here, and
maybe a field goal if they can make.
But you gotta get
still first down.
Still first down. So you got a lot to play with here.
And they're going to throw it again. Screen, middle screen. Not too much.
Yeah, the middle linebacker stayed home there, and he saved the play because Nantucket had a lot of blockers there.
It looked good in the beginning.
Yeah, he slid. The middle linebacker did an excellent job there because he slid around the first block.
So they pick up 5 yards. It's 2nd and 20.
And unless that play goes for a lot more, I think they need about another 10 yards to think about a field goal, Dennis.
You know, I know. This week I saw them working outside, and they're working on their kicking game on Thursday. And there's going to be a throw. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one was a dangerous pass, Dennis. He floated that one too much.
So now we have a 3rd down, Dick.
Three players were there, and 2 of them were wearing blue shirts. Nantucket very fortunate, but it's 3rd and 20. Do you run this ball just into the middle of the field and set it up for the field goal?
That's what I think I'd do, Dick.
Right now it's about a 24, 34. Right now it's about a 42-yard field goal. You pick up about 5 or 6 yards. You get the ball in the center of the field. Let's see if that's their thinking.
Let's see what they're going to do. No, we got.
That's going to be another penalty.
Another penalty.
Or somebody call a timeout. One or the other.
Timeout on.
Timeout on the field. Skippers take their first timeout.
Cohasset coaching staff called that timeout.
All right, this timeout's brought to us by the Brotherhood, Cottage and Castle, and the Islander, all fine sponsors of Whaler Sports. Also by the UPS store, Sun Island Fuel, and Murray's Toggery. So, Dick, we had gloves on. It's hard to work with all the things we have to work with there. So I have my cell phone looking for a phone call.
Are you the Dennis Karen?
I am Gino.
Are you the Dennis Karen who has a flat tire here?
I am the Dennis Karen with a flat tire.
This is going live now.
Yeah, I know.
All the people back in Nantucket are going to be worried about you. Poor Dennis has got a flat.
Which is not the case.
All right, so the Cohasset coach called a timeout there. He saw something he didn't like.
So we got a third down, isn't it, Dick?
Third down.
And they're going deep to the end zone. Incomplete.
Again, little
All right.
little
so
dangerous
Dick,
pass there.
You say what, 42
It's
yards?
about a 42-yard. They can do a field goal here.
Well, let's see what they're thinking is. You know, honestly, I give it a shot. Let's see, the wind is...
But the wind, the flag over here, is just sitting there.
What do you do?
wind.
No, they're gonna go for at fourth down.
So basically they're going to throw the ball in the end zone again now because you got to get all the way down to the 5 for a first down. You try another screen or draw and hope to make it that way.
Justin Boyce is number 1. He's flanked out on the right.
Let's go, Cohasset!
And they're going to throw it to the left, all the way into the end zone, overthrown. And skippers take over.
So a good drive is stalled out mainly by the penalties. Back-to-back holding penalties here. I think there was at least one holding penalty. I don't know if the one before that was motion or offside, but the back-to-back penalties is what stalled the drive. As Nantucket got all the way down to the 15, but wind up giving up the ball on the 24, so they lose 9 yards.
All right, we got first and 10, but the skippers have not shown any offense yet, and they're going down the middle. Incomplete, intended for the tight end.
They don't have a first down yet.
No, they do not.
Okay, Tom!
Tarpey Austin.
Tarpey falls incomplete.
And that was maybe their best play of the day there.
That's the first time they thrown.
Yeah, that was their best play of the day actually, even though it wasn't a completion. He had him open, just overthrew him a bit.
Second down. And there's 16 seconds left in the first period. Up the middle. That's the first down carry.
Yeah, big fullback there. They've been faking that and going elsewhere. That'll end the first quarter. So we have played one quarter here at Cohasset High School, and it's 0-0. As Cohasset, I think that was their first down there, gets the ball out to the 37-yard line. So we'll switch fields. Teams will go back to the sidelines and talk this over.
I got my phone right here.
So, portions of this first quarter was brought to us by Fairgrounds. We're the fans welcome at the Fairgrounds. Pudley's Pub, your home for high school, college, and pro football. Weekends at Pudley's.
And also by Kitty Murtaugh's, the Seagull Deck, and Island Kitchen.
Seagull, all the locals. I was actually at the Seagull last night and had a nice soup piece of salmon. Oh, unbelievable, Dennis.
How come you didn't invite me and Dennis?
Well, Dennis was off island. And I had no idea.
Invite me.
I had no idea where you were, Gino. You might have been out.
Were you out with the missus?
I was out with the missus.
That explains it then.
I was hoping to have a guys' night out with you tonight, but you got a flat tire here.
I know it.
I'll be lucky to get back to the Cape, let alone a night out with the guys.
The things we do for the whalers.
Dick, you will get back to the Cape.
All right, 0-0. 12 minutes to go in the first half. Cohasset just picking up their first down on I think that was about an 11-yard rumble there by the fullback.
Yeah, that was the fullback. And we got a fullback's a big kid.
He is.
And they're going to go the second man through.
Double this time.
Yeah. And that's a big one.
Another first down.
Maybe they found the hole.
First down as they enter the room.
Dick, it's very difficult to talk. My lips are
So
getting sealed. It's so cold.
I told you should have put on that second pair of socks.
I've only got 40 layers on, not 48.
You laughed at me as I put my second pair of socks on here. So you should have 2 or 3 pairs. What the heck?
All right, here we go. First down again. And the ball's across into the Wheeler territory.
First downs for the...
And they're going to go second man through, nowhere. Good job by the Whalers.
Close to hole in a hurry there. Just about gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe picks up a half a yard.
I think Nolan was the ball carrier.
We have 2 Wheelers down though, Deno. 51's getting up, but the second Wheeler is staying down. Looks like he's holding his leg. Not a good sign there.
That is not a good sign.
Somebody holding their knee. I can't see the number. Looks like a
30. That would be
Ben Murphy,
Ben
Jr.
Murphy,
Ben had a great game last week.
Yeah, Ben Murphy has been a stalwart on defense. Let's hope it's...
The trainer is out there looking at it, but right away he just laid back and held his leg. Now he's moving it. That's a good sign.
Yeah, he's up.
Ben's up.
Well, he's got to go to the sideline. Right now,
wow,
he's not putting any weight
they're
on
asking for help to get him off the field.
Yeah, no weight. He can't put any weight on it.
So
that's
we
not a good
see
sign.
59, I believe, coming in.
59 for Whalers is
Tyler Anderson.
So
Tyler Anderson replacing Ben, and right now the status of Ben is up in the air. We'll see what happens when they take a look at it over there. There should be a doctor here, so a doctor will get involved and go over and take a look.
Yep.
But anyways, the stop was made. Ben was part of it, but he paid for it. 2nd and 10 for the Skippers.
It's going to be a throw. It's going to throw. There's nowhere to go. It's going to get out of bounds. Ooh.
Yeah, he loses 3, and we'll call that a sack for the Whalers. He's not a running quarterback, Dennis.
No, he could settle. He ran the short side of the field.
Yeah.
Does not get out of bounds.
So he is the first sack of the day by Nantucket. 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 13. So after 2 first downs, Nantucket's defense comes up strong, forcing a 3rd and 13 here.
And they're going to throw it again. And they're going to go deep. And it's going to be incomplete, I believe.
A lot of banging out there. No flags come out.
Pass intended for number 8.
Again, both quarterbacks today, Dennis, seem to be floating them up there. Giving the defense a lot of time to react and find out where the ball is. Again,
they're going to punt.
At the end of that play, Nantucket was in a better position. Now, that would have been intercepted at about the 20. Let's see if they make a break on this punt.
Yeah.
The interception there might have helped
Going
Cohasset.
back deep. But he runs into the kicker, but no flag.
Gets a nice bounce.
Yeah. The kicker gets run into, no
Wow,
flag.
that wouldn't have been the first down. I think Cohasset will take this punt because a run-in is only a 5-yarder, and he would have had to kick it again anyways, or take this. I think he would have wound up taking it.
Yeah.
So a good punt, run-in non-call. Nantucket will be starting here on the 10. Again, a game like this, you gotta watch the mistakes. Nantucket can't afford a mistake here.
All right, this first down brought to it by the Cavalier Gallery, the Homestead, and the Downey Flake. All fine businesses bringing you Whale sports.
I would have been at the Downey Flake this morning if I wasn't on the early boat.
All right,
They don't know where the ball is. I don't know where the ball is.
Britain.
But Nantucket makes a nice play on it. I thought the first guy who took the fake had the ball, and it wasn't. He winds up making 8 yards. So a nice little run there to get Nantucket out of danger.
He went outside, then he went back inside and picked up 8.
So
Second.
The board's saying he only picked up 6. I think you're right. I'll go with 2nd and a long 2. Now the last drive, Nantucket started throwing the ball. And it wasn't I think running the ball is going to be their strong suit here. We're Cohasset down running the ball.
And we got motion, and it's up the middle. They got the first down, I believe.
Might just be a yard short,
maybe
half a yard short.
Yep.
Burton on the left side, tackle number 28, Mike Donahue.
So 3rd and 1.
Short.
A big
going
3rd
off.
down here for your Whalers.
And we got timeout on the field.
Cohasset calls a timeout. No, Nantucket calls a timeout.
Nantucket takes their first
So
timeout.
8:48 to go. Nantucket calls a timeout and heads back over to the sideline. Both teams do to talk to their coaching staff.
This timeout, Dick, is brought to us by the Nantucket Visitor Center, the Nurture, and Fast Forward Express to go. So,
The Nerder, it's exciting to see buses running year-round now. in
Yeah,
Nantucket.
I know,
Who would have
I
thought
know.
that, right? Buses year-round on Nantucket.
also, BPC Architecture, Champion Rentals, and the Corner Table. All fine sponsors bringing you portions of this game.
8:48 to go here in the first half. Still 0-0. Both teams have had a couple explosive plays. Both teams' defenses have rose to the occasion. Only about 4 or 5 first downs.
You know, the most explosive play would be when Gino's tire gets changed.
You have to go out and help use the lug. Do you know how to use a lug wrench? Oh, they might have stopped him, Dennis. Nantucket only needed 1. I don't think they got it.
Wales attempt the left side, but number 67, Sam Franklin, and number 82,
They're gonna
Thomas
punt.
Schmidt. Right
They
there.
got a punt.
Wow.
A loss on the play for the Wales.
So that's the biggest defensive play of the day for Cohasset. Stopping Nantucket right at the line of scrimmage, forcing a Nantucket punt here. And now they need a good punt.
Yeah,
As,
they do.
the receiver's not even back to midfield yet. Now he's going to get just close to midfield here.
Burton
So-
is not punting too. Burton took himself out. He's on the sideline.
Who's punting?
And that's a pretty good punt. And it
It hit a Nantucket guy.
Yeah.
It should have been spotted in. Nantucket's going to get a break.
Down
No,
the
the other
ray on
guy,
the
the other
punt.
guy's going to get the call. Yeah.
Down
It hit
the
it.
ray on the punt.
Yeah, Nantucket. It hit the Nantucket guy before it got to midfield. The lead official was going to give him the roll, but the roll doesn't count because it was hit. So did you see what happened to Burton?
Well, he walked off the field. He walked off with his own steam and all that, but
Is he in there now?
I don't see him. Right now we got a first down carry.
Yeah, that's a.
I'm looking on the sideline, Dick. I don't see
First down.
He's not in there on defense. So
Let's go, skippers.
Glyback comes in. Shea went out. He was in there. And Nantucket is looking for some linebackers here, Dennis. I don't see Burton or Usher in there at linebacker. Duwart's in the middle. That was an offside. Everybody moved except the ball, so that's going to put Cohasset back 5 yards.
Be first and 15.
So again, I think the team that makes the least amount of mistakes wins the game.
Back at the Skippers 5 is now first and 15.
Downing Flake, Dick, never makes a mistake.
No.
Breakfast are always first rate.
If I wasn't on the 740 boat, Dennis, that's where I would have been. Me and the missus head over to the Downing Flake every Saturday morning, 7:30.
All right. And Norton dances.
Ooh, a big hit there. Somehow he avoids it.
But he gets down about the 5 yards. About
Yeah.
5 yards.
No on the carry, picked up 5.
Mooney put a good hit on him. He stayed on his feet though. Anderson goes out. So Nantucket shuffling up their defense here, Dennis. I think we have a few guys out on defense because guys are going in and out there looking for a combination. And we're holding, no flag. Holding at the corner, no flag came out. He turns the corner.
Yeah.
That's Nolan on the carry on the right side.
And it's
7 on the play.
pretty fairly close to the first down, Dick. It's
Yeah, this is the deepest. This is the deepest Cohasset has moved. They're just outside the 25, about the 26-yard line.
They're not probably 4 down yardage.
Yeah, they'll
4 downs to get 3 yards.
Yeah, they're not going to kick a field goal at home.
The big fullback, they're going to throw it deep. And incomplete.
Playing jump ball. Both quarterbacks are just floating it up, playing jump ball. Sooner or later, someone's going to either intercept it or catch it.
I would have run that big fullback.
I was very surprised
Well, that's
that they did
why
that.
they did it. They wanted to surprise us.
They surprised us. Now, I'd be very surprised if they throw it again. But they have to pick up 3. Do they give it to the fullback or do they burn the power?
And they're going to give it to the
option,
quarterback. And Duat has no gain. The Whalers take over.
Last time Cohasset played, Duat wasn't there. He's a beast in the middle.
All right, check and see who goes on the offense there.
First
down for Nantucket.
I don't see. I think Burton's got his helmet off. I see him. And
Justin,
Nagel's in there.
Boyce is in there. No Duat, no Usher.
Oh, wow. Dangerous pass.
Dangerous pass. I think the sun affected the defensive halfback more than the end. The defensive halfback then sees that we are losing because he picks that off and walks into the end zone. Our end was turning around. He had a hard time picking up Nagel, but he wasn't in a good position to even catch it as he was turning looking for the ball.
All right, so we got 2nd down and 10, 6:05 left in the first half.
So both Devon Usher and Terrain Burton are on the sideline, Dennis, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
And Nagel's got the carry. He gets stuffed.
Good job.
So we got a 3rd down.
Now you're calling for a pass, Dennis, but you don't want to throw the ball.
All right,
because
is that Burton in the back in the game?
yes,
Back in the game. And
so Burton's back in. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
It's 3rd and long here. You don't want to have a turnover. So maybe you run Burton rather than throwing the ball.
They're going to go to the short side of the field. And he gets stuffed.
Yeah. It's tough running that play to the short side of the field.
Yeah, it is. And we got a punt situation here.
Carry to the left side, number 82, Thomas Schmidt,
And
right
let's see
there.
if Burton's going to punt.
The nice tackle.
Looks like Leibert's going to
For
punt.
the Whalers.
Looks like no.
So it must be. No,
Burton's
Leibert's running off. Burton's going to punt.
Burton's going to punt. Leibert was lining up like he's going to punt.
So
and
it
then
must not be a leg injury. So. And the snap is good. And the punt is not good.
Oh, wow. Only a 10-yard punt.
Burton's punt.
10 yards.
Down. Whalers. 34 yards now.
Not what you wanted there.
No, not at all.
The Whalers, 34 yards now.
So 4:33 to go in the first half. Still 0-0, but Cohasset is setting up here an excellent field position. Portion of this first half brought to us by Arrowhead Nursery, where Home and Garden meets.
Also, Just Do It Sport Fishing, the Nantucket Health Department, and Sherburne Management.
Fullback up the middle for about 6, Dennis. They're going back to the power football.
Fullback dive on the right
Fullback.
side.
Was that a fullback dive? See,
Fullback dive.
I think that's a guy that could be the big difference maker.
That's the mistake they made when they had 3rd and 3 over there, when they were in better field position. They give him 5 on that. I think if they ran him twice over there, they would have made the first down.
And up the middle, again, the fullback. Big game, Dick. Big hole, big game.
Unbelievable haul.
Fullback dive. This time on the left side from this game for the Scoopers.
So we got a 1st and 10.
Ball's on the 18.
The Whalers. The plays first down.
So now you're definitely in 4-down territory here. Now you got to keep an eye on the clock. 3:50 to go.
Go, boys!
Plenty of time. They have timeouts.
And up the middle again, up the fullback, and he gets another really good gain.
About 4
Big
yards.
kid. He's a big kid.
Sullivan again on the fullback
Sullivan.
dive.
If you don't hit him in the backfield, Dennis, he's going to pick you up 3 or 4 yards because he'll drag you 2 or 3 yards.
Jake Sullivan is the ball carrier.
So the ball's on about the 15. Clock is moving. 3:10 to go.
And they got to go outside.
Holding. It's crazy to run the play right with the quarterback like that. He doesn't seem to be a strong runner, and you got holding on the left side. So Nantucket should get a break out of this. Let's see if they take the play. I'm sure they'll push them back.
Yeah, I think I would because it's a bit 10 yards. Block, oh, crackback block. Oh, that's not good. That's 15, I think that. Blocking below the waist.
So it's an even block against the Scoopers.
15 yards.
Yeah, that's a big one.
So now that changes your outlook. That changes your outlook now. That brings up 2nd and about 25. They wind the clock and start it, so we're under 3 minutes.
Come on, guys.
So
Second down, 22.
now if you're Cohasset, if you don't get the first down here, you want to keep the clock running. You don't want to give the ball back to the Whalers because all of a sudden the momentum shifts towards the Whalers if they make the stop here. Nantucket makes a big defensive play here, and Nantucket might start using their timeouts.
That would be good. And they're going to go with the spring pass. And Nolan gets hit. And number 89, that is our good friend,
Joel McVicker.
Joel McVicker.
Puts a good pop on it. He loses a couple more yards.
He had that snuffed out.
If he was about a half step quicker, Dennis, he could have caught it.
Yeah.
He was right in position.
Right.
So 3rd down and long.
Wow. 3rd and 28. Sullivan makes a nice game.
Sullivan on the fullback dive.
I was almost getting ready to say they might punt it on 4th down, but Sullivan picks up a chunk.
Yeah.
So now they think, do they have a field goal kicker? I don't know.
I don't know. We don't know. So the ball's inside the 30 to about the 26-yard line.
Timeout on the field brought to us by Nantucket Island Pharmacies. They got you covered in town, 45 Main Street, out of town, 122 Pleasant Street. Prescriptions, nutritions, beauty products at Nantucket Island Pharmacies.
Also, Meals on Wheels, Billy Built Automotive, and Joe Rapacki Accounting.
I bet you wish you had Billy Built here. He'd be right over here in 5 minutes. He'd have that tire change for you, no time.
At halftime, Dick, I'm going to run over and see if they may have done it already. They might have just done it. You don't think so?
Doesn't happen that way, Gene.
I got a flat tire.
I gotta go.
You think so? No. Oh, yeah? We call it the AAA. Okay. It's all good.
Take help. Gino,
Take help.
don't
Well, I mean, we got triple income.
Well, I don't hear the performance.
I gotta find a little boys' room.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we're going to take a break, Dick. For
Grab
people
it.
who are watching
Let's go!
live, boys. We'll be back for the third quarter. We're going to shut everything down because we're out in the stand. So we conserve some power.
All right.
Oh,
Naked bootleg.
That was a huge play.
He had what a great defensive play there.
Oh, we got a flag on the field.
Flag on the field. That could be a illegal man downfield.
Let's
But
see
that took a
what it
long
is.
time.
It's against
They're not going to refuse it.
and that's the Klein.
Penalties against the skipper and ineligible receiver downfield.
It's
Yeah.
down the rails.
Resulted the play.
When you run a play like that, the linemen look for people to block, and they want to block on somebody 5 yards deep, and you can't be downfield.
How do you pick up on that, Dick? That's really good. I would never have gotten that one.
Well, Dick was a lineman. That's right. He was
Oh, he was always pulling that.
always a lineman.
Never got
I was trying to sneak down 4.5.
In his dreams, he wanted to be a back.
Sometimes I get so far downfield, Gino, I turn around and say, throw it to me. As long as I got the penalty, I might as well catch the pass, too. All right, 1:37 to go. Nantucket may throw the ball.
There they are. And there's a flag right away. And
Duat.
oh, he gets stuffed.
So that was a direct snap to Duart. They were trying to use his strong arms if he could get it downfield.
52, Thomas Schnitt, and 67, Sam Franklin.
If it's a penalty against Nantucket, Cohasset may push him back. Send them back with the yardage rather than the down. Let's see what they call.
They are. I didn't see him reject it.
I would send him back.
No, I think I would
Because if
too.
you get if you get a turnover, you get the ball close to the goal. You know, I used to always say that. You got to get towards that goal, whether you get 5 yards running the ball, whether you get 5 yards on a penalty, take it.
First and 15 now for the Whalers.
Clock is running here, so Nantucket needs to complete something in a hurry. And Duart.
Gonna run. And he gets about back to
About 6 or 7.
6 or 7 yards, yeah.
Now Nantucket uses a timeout. They feel they
Duarte on the keeper.
got another couple of plays in them.
All right. I think one score is going to do it.
That's the way it's winding up here.
Yeah.
The defense gives a little, but doesn't bend all the way.
You know, this timeout brought to us by Pete's Fresh Fish Prince.
Say that fast 5
Pete's
times.
Fresh Fish Prince.
5 times.
I can't talk.
Say it 5 times fast.
Pete's Fresh Fish Prince. Pete, you got the best. He gets the best
Fish around.
Yeah.
And he he delivers that fish to keep his
the
restaurant.
best of me.
He delivers that fish to keep his restaurant. 5 Amelia Drive dinner Thursday to Monday. Breakfast and brunch on Sunday morning at Keepers. So you can head over there tomorrow morning, Gino, if you get your tire changed. And you can get there. But Gino may not get there. All right. We have a 2nd and 6. Duart picked up 9 yards in that.
Yeah, he was on his feet. He's a big boy. And they're going to go deep and down the middle. Incomplete. Pass intended for Burton.
He would have been all the way.
And we got a third down now.
Yeah.
3rd and 6.
So a new wrinkle to the offense, Dennis. We forget that Duart was the starting quarterback last year before he got hurt.
Yeah, he was.
And
He can throw.
missed over a year of football. Missed the rest of the season. I think that happened, in the 2nd game last year? So he missed the final 9 games. He missed the first 3 or 4 this year. And came back.
But he missed. He was out. He didn't do anything for the except rehab.
And then when he came back, yeah, he missed all sports last year. He missed winter and spring sports. So now he came back, and he came back as just a defensive player.
And here comes Sullivan. They're gonna. And it comes.
Did he catch it?
Yeah, he did.
So Nantucket's going to take a timeout.
Number 2.
So they completed the pass they want. Here's Duart's strong arm there. Ball's on the 40. First down for the Wheels. They didn't call a timeout though. They didn't call a timeout, so we're under 40 seconds.
Burton on the carry. Gonna cut it up. He gets it up. Spins.
Now's the timeout.
I'm surprised they didn't call a timeout before, but what they were gambling on was that the officials stopped the clock, which they did, and then they reset it. So now they.
Okay, this timeout's brought to us by Fawcett Plumbing and Nantucket Architectural Group. Fine sponsors of Wheel of Sports.
I think that's Nantucket's last timeout, Dennis. So now you've got to think about getting out of bounds, or if you gain about 10 yards, you have enough time. No, you don't have a timeout left. They think they should use their last one. If I saw the official make a signal, that's what I think he was making. I'm not 100% sure on that. But let's just say they're out of timeouts. If you complete a 10-yard play, whether it's running and you can't get out of bounds, you run up, down the ball, so then you got another play, or you get your field goal team on the field. But you need about another 10 yards to think field goal. Right now it's a 34, 40, it's a 51 yarder. No, you got to get it closer to a 41 yarder. Center is the sophomore, DJ Francis, doing a good job there. Now he's got Bowden back in his quarterback.
And that goes to double reverse. Burton picks it up.
Flag came out.
Flag came out.
Wow, what a crazy play that was.
And the ball popped right up into Burton's hand after he fumbled it. So what do we got?
I think that's Nantucket.
The Eagles shift against the Whalers.
Not only did Burton pick that up, Dennis, he was one step away taking it to the end zone. That would have been depressing if he did take it into the end zone. They called it back. But good thing he did pick it up, because Cohasset would have got the ball there. Not that they could have done much.
Did they lose a down on that, Dick?
No. 19 seconds ago here in the first half. Second and long. Again.
The Wheels got to get to the end zone.
I thought the officials were going to wind it up there. They didn't, so Nantucket's getting a break. They're leaving the clock off until it starts on the play, not on the wind-up.
Yep.
So again, they have the same ability to pick up about 10 or 12 yards and down the ball for one last play.
And
Yeah. He did it. He's in. Wow.
9 seconds left.
9 seconds, Justin, boys. Whoa. Little swing pass.
That was number 2.
Number 2.
Nakai Bowden.
I saw Justin there. Bowden takes it in.
Bowden took it in. That was
brother to brother.
A backward pass. All right. So the Whalers put that big score on the board. Jeff.
Unbelievable. Just what the doctor ordered. And it looked like he was going to get knocked out of bounds there a couple of times.
Never happened.
But the speed down the sidelines brought in, and Nantucket's going to kick the extra point.
And that's Nagel, Arian Nagel, number 27. And you could snap. And the kick is up, and
there's a flag.
Very good.
Good. Because the Whalers up 7-0 with 9 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Wow, that's big. That's big, Dick.
So a half that was going to end in everybody's mind, 0-0. Nantucket pulls 2 plays out of the hat. I mean, they went, what, 70 yards?
Yeah.
In less than a minute. The big pass, Duart, got them down to the 40. Then that play, that one about 30-something yards.
And I mean, they've tried that play before today. It was just a great piece of running by Bawden.
This will be the last play, won't it?
Well, depends on where the kick goes. If the kick goes to a deep man, yeah, could use the 9 seconds.
No, they're filming. They're filming.
So we'll let people know, Nick, in case this does run out, that we will be back live for the third quarter.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're listening and watching this at home, we are going to be offline for halftime, but we will be back at the start of the third quarter. Let's see if this is the last
And that's going to be
play.
a short kick. And the ball's alive. It's down there. Wheeler's got it.
And there's 4 seconds left. Nantucket's going to have one play.
Let's see where they are. So they probably, you see, 40.
It's a 47-yarder.
47-yarder.
Wales recovered, and the first attempt for them to skip a 40-yarder.
I don't know if they're going to try it.
Why not?
I would.
Sure.
But
This is the last play, whether they throw it or not. They're bringing Duart in, so Duart's going to throw it into the end zone.
wait a minute. Let's see. You see any?
Well, Duart could be in at fullback, right?
Yeah.
So you're sure Bawden got that? I'm not so sure Bawden got the touchdown, but
I believe it was number 2.
Guys, let's go.
because Justin's in there again in the same position.
I know.
All right.
Double pass.
3.
Incomplete. I mean, that's going to do it.
Double pass here, and that will do it. So we played 1/2 here at Cohasset. It's Nantucket 7, Cohasset 0. We'll be back for second half action.